and welcome back to my channel. Today I have something super cute that I wanted to share with you guys. I was going to be making, or I did make, some really cute bridal shower centerpieces for a very good friend of mine. And what I'm showing you here is these actually look like real pages from a book, but they weren't from a book. I actually printed them off, and well, what I did was I went on Google and I just searched up book pages, and I put vintage because I wanted it to look older, vintage, sorta, whatever. Anyways, I printed them off and I cut them out. And then the first thing I'm going to do was, what I did was I glued them together. I used a total of 6 papers, and here you can see that I'm using glue stick to start gluing them together. I actually got this idea off of Pinterest and I thought it was super cute, and so I just went with it. So what you're seeing here is that I'm leaving it's probably about an inch, maybe a little less than an inch. And what you want to do is you're going to glue all 6 of the papers together, just like this, leaving a space, and just make sure that all the papers are facing the same direction. I wanted them to be different pages, but then I realized, you know what, it honestly doesn't really matter. So I just printed off the same page. So all of them are copies of the same page. Here I am gluing another piece, so this would be the 3rd piece of paper. If I was to estimate what size these were, I'd have to say it'd be about 5 by 7, and it was big enough to go around the mason jar that I'm going to be showing you here in a little bit. Okay, so I speeded up the process a little bit and I fast forward most of the gluing part, but as you could tell, there are 6 pieces of paper glued together, and I ended up making 5 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centerpieces, but of course you can make as many as you want, but that's how many I was making for this occasion. All right, so the next thing is I was very lucky and I ended up getting the smooth mason jars. I didn't even know these existed. I always get the ones that have the word ball in the middle, like towards the top. If you watched my other video where I made some centerpieces for a graduation, those type of jars were different, but I really like the smooth jars just because it worked very well for the paper, and the paper was able to go around the mason jar very smooth and flat. Okay, so the next thing is you're going to be opening up the mason jar lid and you're popping off that other lid that's on there because we're not going to use it. And for this step, you're going to have to get the hot glue gun because you're going to be hot gluing the piece of paper onto the mason jar like this. I did end up getting the mason jars from Dillon's. Again, it's like a Kroger store. If you have a Kroger store in your town, that's where I found them. Ours is a Dillon's, and honestly I think it was like $11.99 or $12.99, which is super cheap, I think, because it comes with 12 of the jars. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to continue gluing. I glued in the middle just so that it had a little bit more protection, or it was not going to be slipping off. And then I'm going to be gluing at the very end, just making sure that you can see where those papers are stacked over each other, if that makes sense. All right, so after you're done gluing the last end of the paper, this is what it's going to look like. I honestly thought they looked super cute, but they needed something else. I was going to use a ribbon, which I wanted to get the color of the wedding, but I didn't actually do that. I ended up finding some of this jute twine. So I ended up finding this jute twine at Dollar Tree, and it came with a set of 3 rolls. And so I thought it was gonna look super cute, so I just went with it. It was only $1, and I just wrapped it around the jar, and I thought it came out super cute. Again, I got this at Dollar Tree. I wanted to go with a ribbon, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it this way. Just because I thought I don't know, I just felt like it would look super cute. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to wrap it around the mason jar, holding one of the ends because you're going to be tying or making like a little bow at the end. I wrapped it around the mason jar about 3 or 4 times, and then I cut it. You just got to make sure you cut it long enough, because when you make your bow, you want to make sure that your bow is going to be big enough. If not, maybe you want a smaller one, whatever it is that you want. But this is how I did mine. I just ended up tying a knot, kind of like if you were tying your shoes, and then making 2 loops and making a bow like this. I thought it came out super cute. I'm going to be showing you again here in a little bit how to do it again. I ended up making the centerpieces for a friend of mine. I'm actually a teacher at an elementary school, and she's going to be getting married this summer, so we had a little bridal shower for her, and we had it in the teacher's lounge, which we ended up decorating. So here at the end of the video, I will show you some pictures of how we kind of decorated and how we arranged everything. I will be using some baby's breath because that's what we're going to be putting inside of the jars, and honestly, they came out very beautiful. Here I am showing you again once more how to make a bow. I'm very picky, and I like to make sure that it looks very nice, so I like to play around with it a lot, and so if it doesn't look right, I need to fix it. Okay, so I have the jars ready to go. I made 5 of them. This is what they look like, or centerpieces, whatever. This is what they look like, super cute. And then I bought the baby's breath. It cost me $4 at Dillon's, which is like a Kroger here. I got 2 of them, and I'm going to be cutting them. I have them in water. I'm going to be trimming them or cutting them with my wire cutters or whatever these are. Okay. Okay, so I ended up cutting it here because it was too long, and so I just measured it in here, and so I put it in here, and I think this is gonna be perfect size. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know what you guys want to see. But I really hope you truly enjoyed this video, and thanks again for watching. Bye!